Hello and welcome back to Blackwatch Intel. My name is Crashy and today we're going to be doing our first episode of the Blackwatch Intel coaching series. This is going to be our first gameplay being submitted by XToothy on YouTube. It's going to be a deathmatch gameplay. Now, I do primarily want to coach and review competitive gameplays, but as deathmatch is a big, favorite of mine, and I do think that there will eventually be a competitive deathmatch mode, we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. So, starting off pretty close to Hanzo. I'd say you're starting off pretty good. You might want to be a little bit more mobile with Genji. Jumping around, utilizing that double jump is effectively one of his, abilities. So definitely jump a little bit more with him, as I can tell right now. And just kind of focus your positioning. I think you're a little bit tunnel visioned here on the Bastion, as there was someone behind you that you could catch for the brief moment, but it does look like you're looking to escape and actually just back up for the health pack. So I think overall with Genji, you seem to have the right idea. You seem to be wanting to engage people. You seem to know about the strengths of the character. I'm going to go ahead and pause here. You seem to know about the strengths of the character, but it doesn't look like you're utilizing the full potential of Genji. You want to be very mobile. You want to be, half jumping off walls, and you want to be double jumping in the middle of your attacks. Ultimately, your goal needs to be to land as many shots and be as elusive as possible all at the same time. So you want to stabilize your movement and get comfortable with your movement enough to continuously land your shots, but without just being a McCree on the ground. I mean, ultimately, you're the cyborg ninja. You don't want to just be walking around on the ground. So you got picked off there. I think overall situational awareness could be a little bit higher, just, based on the fact that you were kind of chasing after the Bastion and there was someone kind of on your tail. So now you're up top. Let's see, you're kind of chasing after the Tracer. I definitely say kind of open up your awareness just a little bit in general. Be a little bit more open to kind of surveying the field. Don't, just focus on the first target in front of you, although this is a pretty good fight here. It does look like you're kind of losing track of him a little bit. So I think overall just kind of situational awareness. And again, I still think the majority of this issue that we just watched where you died to the Hanzo, I'm going to go ahead and pause. I think that was kind of like a lack of comfort with Genji's movement. When I would have hit that jump pad, I would have been, turning my camera rapidly and just surveying the overall area to do my best to find him again and to make sure I can, land some consistent shots. So right here, it looks pretty good. You're getting in his face. You're right off the spawn, and you're actually chasing up pretty well. So I think overall it's pretty good. We're kind of losing him again the same way we had lost that Tracer in the Hanzo before around the jump pad. You're looking down at the jump pad, and overall I think you're just kind of struggling to find a condition that you actually come out with a kill here. But let's see. So you didn't have a deflect there, and you gave him the shot on the ground just because you were kind of immobile. And you draw the sword. Let's see. Okay, I'm sure there's a lot I can say about this sword. Okay, so let's go ahead and back it up. First off, and if you had a chance, and I know this is a shameless plug, but if you had a chance to watch our advanced guide for Genji with Swift Strike and Dragon Blade, you definitely want to know that prior to popping Dragon Blade, you want a Swift Strike. So effectively right here, you had Swift Strike up and you're popping the Dragon Blade, you're already wasting a cooldown. You're wasting a cooldown that allows you to completely get another dash. And dash resets on Genji are super important, so you definitely don't want to lose that first dash, in general. So also, let's kind of back it up a little bit more here. When you were actually looking at this Hanzo, he was one hit, probably about right here. If you wouldn't have forced yourself into the animation of pulling the sword, you probably could have gotten the free dash, gotten the kill on the Hanzo, pulled the sword, turned to the left, or turned to the right, depending on how far you actually dash through him, and look for the second kill with a brand new dash and a brand new sword. So we're going to kind of take a look at that. So you probably would have killed him, and now you're here in front of Junkrat. And let's say you had the reaction time to dash, kill Hanzo, slash. Now you have a dash and a sword out. You're standing here in front of Junkrat. You dash, slash again, or slash dash again. Sorry, I said that backwards. And then you kill the Junkrat. And then you proceed to, here, I lost my place. And then you would want to proceed to chase up on the Bastion. So see if I can find that spot again. So you try to go in for the Junkrat. Your mobility, again, is probably your weakest point on Genji, but I think that's definitely something you can work on. Just really work on jumping more often, and I think you'll have it down at least until you can get the remedy for it. So now, ultimately, you have to just know that the majority of that ult was wasted because of, you know, lacking mobility and lacking of, you know, being able to capitalize on the abilities that you have at your disposal when you're playing Genji. So as we move forward, back on the jump pad area, and you're so close in front of him, which is fine. A dash would have definitely killed him there, so I'd say look to clean up the kills with the dash for sure. Not a bad deflect. Overall, not a bad kill as well. Overall, just lacking mobility again. I don't want to, you know, beat on that dead horse too much, but you really just want to be a little bit more mobile. You want to be half climbing walls. You want to be jumping around. Right now, you're McCree walking as Genji, which is definitely not ideal. So you're pretty low here, and let's talk about this really quick, because it's not necessarily bad because you were able to stay in here and clean up a kill, and that's good. That gets you kills, but you were low. You got dropped down to 80 health, and I think it would have been in your best interest to do one of two things, and it's really just has to be in the instant moment. So I can analyze this and break it down, but you have to play it in real time. You could have instantly tried to clean up a kill and take off, or you could have ran. And now I want to say that my instincts in this clip showed me that I would have ran. I would have dashed away, I would have tried to get health, and I would have come back more healthy and ready for the fight. But that's not what happened. That doesn't matter. It's just something to think about. So you clean up that kill. Doomfist is ulting, and he goes ahead and cleans you up. There's nothing much you can do about that. I mean, you maybe could have gotten away, but, you know, it's kind of hearsay. So, moving around the map. Again, still just a little slow feeling. And now you're starting to kind of get in the thick of some fights. So you're seeing the fights break. You definitely want to get in there, I'd say, a little bit faster, just because the Bastion cleaned up, or the Bastion got like 3 kills there. Had you dropped down earlier instead of kind of watching that resolve, you probably could have got a dash. You probably could have maybe got 2 or 3 dashes, depending on how the assist and resets worked. Those kills actually probably could have been yours. Say Bastion shot the ground and splash damaged them, a single dash might have scored you 2 kills. So don't be afraid to get in the thick of the fight, especially with Genji on Deathmatch because of the dash resets. So you clean up the kill on the Bastion. That's very good. Now you're getting a little bit pinched here. A dash again. Okay, look. So right there, you killed the Hanzo, but it gets you killed because of lack of efficiency. So look, you have your dash up. You know there's a Tracer pinging you on the side because you can feel her, and Hanzo is here with 1 hit left. Instead of spamming shurikens, you could have dashed through him and potentially turned about 90 degrees to the right and dashed away. Now, because of the timing, I'm going to go on ahead and say you probably would have died to the Tracer regardless. But again, a lot of these coaching things, it's all instant moment. I'm not here to tell you that I'm perfect, but it is something to think about. It's something that you could analyze in the, you know, kind of very slow motion version of what you played and what you saw, and take a look at it from this kind of bird's eye perspective. So you're cleaned up there, but you're still scoring some kills, and that's really what's important. You even are even from kills and deaths, so you're getting value out of your lives, and that's really important to pay attention to. Not bad. I could have suggested a dash there, but I don't necessarily think it would have made much of a difference. So you got a kill, and then you got trapped, so there's really not much else you could do there. So that's not a bad life. And in terms of deathmatch, I'll probably have to kind of try to find the value in every life. So you're coming behind Bastion. You could have dashed there earlier, and you still would have had the reset. I think it's going to be mobility and utilizing proper dashes. See right here, so many people. Not bad. You got a free kill, but you want to get the dash off. Nice. Good job. Okay, so make sure you dash. Good. And you're just staying on the Tracer. You know she has no recall. You still have a decent cooldown with your reflect up. And now you're getting kind of pinned, or, you know, pinched on. Okay, good. Nice mobility to keep yourself alive. Don't be afraid to fight him, but also know your limits. It feels like you were taking a little bit of damage from the back. Maybe there. Okay, so let's talk about this, because you have to think of not only situational awareness, but your geometry of the map as well. So here, you have no cooldowns. You're at a good health, so I would have been engaging here. That's the right decision to make. You definitely want to engage here. As you move forward and he starts to hit you with damage, or even because right there, that was an insta kill. But as you move forward and you start to take damage, or it feels more like a threat, you have to know he's fighting you in an enclosed space, and you have no cooldowns, so it's already a win for him potentially. And ultimately, you just don't want to be here. So what I would have done here is I would have turned 90 degrees to the right, and there's a wall with an opening right above you. I would have climbed up that wall, jumped up, went and found the small health pack up there, and then I would have jumped back down to re-engage. Again, it's something you just have to analyze in this moment, something you want to pay attention to, but not something that you can, really execute on unless you just are learning how to find these things instantly. You want to think as fast as you can, and that just comes with practice and a little bit of game sense and learning. I mean, it's not just built into us. We have to learn this. So again, I think that was an unfavorable fight, and that's okay, as long as you're kind of keeping up with the lobby. So I will say before, now that I have this on my mind, it feels like you haven't caught a groove with Genji. It feels like you're keeping up with the lobby, you're keeping up with the kills, you're keeping up with the Bastion, who's been consistently first or second place, but you haven't caught a groove where you've gone on like a 3 or 4 kill tear, and that's what you want to do to really pull away in the deathmatch mode. So you jump down, you have cooldowns, and that deflect felt a little rushed, but it's okay. Sometimes you just need to pop it for the safety. You actually mobility'd your way out of there, and that's fine. I probably would be engaging the Doomfist here just because he was low-ish and he was in front of you, but you got the take of the health pack, which is a good deny if nothing else, and it kind of looks like you're just backing out, which is okay. I feel like you invested so much already in that fight that you maybe should have just stuck it out. Okay, good. That's a free kill. Perfect. Bad Bastion, shooting the deflect. Good job. Good positioning for that. You didn't back down from the Bastion. It was something that you want to see, when engaging a Bastion. So looking for some hits here. You definitely need to lead those a little bit more. And now you're kind of in like a 3 or 4 person fight. Again, just keep the camera moving, keep the mobility up so you can pay attention to what's happening. Like right now, you're looking one direction. You have no idea where anybody is. Okay. Oh gosh, this is so hectic. Just because it's hard for you to keep up. I don't know if that's a sensitivity issue or if that's just a kind of like, not paying attention as much as you could. Not to say that you weren't trying. Okay, so that fight's kind of broken off, but you've been alive for a while and you haven't gotten much out of it. So nice, good cleanup. See, now I would probably be running. I would not be engaging this right now. You have a dash up, you could have gotten out, you could have spun around, you could have done something. So a good fight engagement in the down low section and kind of the basement section, but I think you need to learn your limits sometimes. Make sure you're watching your health. So she has not a bad, that really wasn't a bad deflect, but she didn't capitalize on your deflect, which sometimes with the tracer she has options. Again, you're fighting the Junkrat down low. That just becomes a dangerous game, so be careful with that. Okay, you wasted Swift Strike again. It's fine. You cleaned up a good kill. You're going. Okay, that was a good tear though. The only thing I can say is, again, more mobility, more jumping, but not bad. You were kind of on your secondary Swift Strikes. After you missed the first Swift Strike before the ult, you were on though. So okay, again, I would have dashed there because you would have got the reset. I would probably not be engaging here, but it looks like you're going to clean this up. Good. Now I would dash away again. Look at your health. But that was good. That was really good. Oh, you're just... Okay, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I got to say, that was sick, but I think you got lucky there. Any better skilled player would have killed you there. And ultimately, you fight whenever you really need to stay alive. And I'm glad that it's working out for you now because your fighting is good. I just think that the issue that I'm seeing is I can honestly say I don't think you look at your own health bar. And I have friends that do this as well, and I can honestly say it's an issue. You have to have the awareness to look at your own health bar. It's great that it looks like you know how to fight in this game. You know how to play Genji in the engagement. You need to move your mobility up some, but you know what you're doing. You have the fights down. So you're not far off from being a much better Genji than you are in this gameplay. So not bad, really, really not bad. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and watch this play of the game, and I'm gonna give you a recap. And this part was the part where, see, like it went so well for you, but with 50 health, any single person could have come behind you and absolutely dominated you. Okay, not bad, man. Awesome. Really good gameplay. I was really excited about doing this one. I really, really want to jump into the coaching series. So guys, please submit. All the information is in the description below if you want to submit a gameplay. Mostly looking for competitive gameplay, any SR range, any characters, any platform. I do not care. I'm here to coach. I want to help out as much as I can and bring out some awesome, interesting content. Again, let me give you the recap. Up your mobility, double jump, and wall climb more. Pay attention to your health bar. Be very, very aware of your health bar. Understand your win conditions. Pay attention to map geometry. Fighting down low against the Junkrat, it's not always going to be in your favor unless you have a dash up and you have your deflect up. You're going to need those tools against a Junkrat down low. What else? Don't waste your first Swift Strike before ulting. You got to pop the Swift Strike first, get that free 50 damage, pull out the ult, and then you're ready to go with another one. Overall, I think keep the camera movement flowing. flow throughout the game naturally, but keep the information coming your way by being able to look around the map a little bit quicker, a little bit faster, and just taking in more. So thank you so much for checking out this video. Toothy, hopefully, you got some great information out of this. I'm really excited to bring this to you because I don't think you're expecting it today, but I'm excited. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please do not leave without leaving a like and subscribe for future content. We're going to be pushing out videos all the time. I'm here to help you guys. You guys are the best supporters that I could ever ask for. I can't wait to grow the channel. And thank you so much again. I will see you for the next video.
Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earth?